young people. We get poor problem. How will carry the cars? How will carry the cars? I want time. I got my certificate.
When we were all said that day, you were crying, you were saying here, you were saluting, you were justice for him, that today he paid back for him, you were fuck for him, you were deal for him.
What will park the car? What will park the car right now? I put a property here. So I want question for you. Answer your question. Yeah.
What's your qualm now? Your qualm.
My qualm, these are people property.
Yeah.
You can't just say in one day time some going in America, some go way on the highway, some go in the other country, some just take all the program on the partner. If I came on the street, you know, save take total, they go and pull away from them.
But the government doing it everywhere. Everywhere you see.
They play on the road. They play. Is there no structure here?
Makeshift structure, they put demolishing all around the place.
They play on makeshift. You got a makeshift car, makeshift on it. They play on the road. And it's a major scene. What's it? I'm proper post time. We're not starting to drop. They put kill over there.
Why you see the play? I'm not even taking care of the play. I made the whole play today. You wish they put the play.
See that there, yeah? Go and tell around here. They put the play. They put the play. So the play. Come out of that. We're being shit here. We can't also exactly play.
Like clean the play.
Yes. We don't exactly play. Anytime to be here. Anyone weekend. Anyone can have a poor people. Any care for all. Now, who's that government can? They need that church to want to say, oh, 2 days or 3 days. Then you say, we're going to play on 30. And we will live on here. We'll see what no one people here. We're going to community in the half government area. Yeah, in the community. Now, my people live in the community and get government area. They say, people here. No, clean up. Coaches are keeping on there. You have a way, boom, for the cleaner. One Saturday, for one first Saturday, keep here.
So, what you want the government to do now?
I mean, young people against the young people. We don't grow. We got to give people. They family poor, so we go where they got job, they got market, they got body, America. So when you want going now,
I'm making money every day when I
we got family, we pay renters to our home. We go to school, they don't make money.
I'm making money. Why I can go rent place? You're renting a place from government?
Pay rent for government. Every month we pay 8,000. Every month we pay 8,000 for the player. Every month 8,000 we pay for the player. If you say we move, Ali, we get 2 or 3 weeks, you move, we agree. We not got to stay here for not for forever. We will find to move. But at least put it in a way that we will not feed it. I will get our wife and children to the house.
Oh, they just came today and say you move right away.
We just came today, we say we move now. The people throw right away. They just take care of the car. Now it's all duty. Ali, get out there, we will move. We will pay right here.
Me, I'm tired. I'm tired.
So, you ever get a situation to your lawmaker?
No, God only told you that night. He refused to answer the we went and said no. They answered man. We called. Clement John was standing on the member of the truck. Either that man knows so much or so much representative writing. He said, be anything with the writing. Understand me? Be anything. You want to get champion this time. Doesn't matter your skyscraper or anyway you want to build. Take your few days when I cast. And I want to be here. I put property. That's why we don't want to tell you on here. They get only one sign. Remember, they get 2 days. Here, we right. I'm a point there. Look at my face. No one knows me. The government. Your man saying know me. Someone will go know me. Say he's Stevie now. Tell them damn fucking face. Can't be to see my face. See it clear. The ugly face you see. I'm a post teacher. Say I love my FP. Do not even fast. See that job.
When I want to be very good, I'm still about.
You play money. It's a vest. Yeah. I'm not trying to get a living in the community. What happened? Right now. Right now, you today. What went right now? The mess of we go play. The problem go right now. 2,000 a year or 3,000 a year. So wait, trying to tell. Who are you now? I learned something. I'm going to say I'm taking drugs. I saw learn people here. When I cool government for you to come, agency must run American days. We are convinced. The line is not much. He wants to go to political when we are here. I check the long days. I'm Mobake Molu. Chairman of the Coalition for Democratic Change. On December 8th, one of us will leave his position. I will defeat the law. The law, if I don't defeat you, let me resign as chairman of the CDC on the same case. You will be retired. I, by hundreds of thousands of seditions, will retire you peacefully. Yes. Amen. You'll be retired. You'll be freed. It will be fair. It will be democratic. You will not survive politically.
You're in surviving forever oxygen.
Yeah. You can make it. The party is too strong. The law is like an ant under the gigantic boots of sedition. You will be smashed. You can't survive. It's at number 10 to 1. You'll be politically crucified. Because I trust seditions.
The law not going to win. So happiness can tell with frustration. You don't know that? So happiness. When you happy over plot, at the end you can be frustrated. That's not going to happen to the opposition. Today they are happy. They're the last happiness now. They are happy today. Tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they will start wanting to go to the Supreme Court. They will start wanting to go to the Supreme Court. For the Supreme Court, they will go to ECOWAS. Oh yeah. That man not bother yourself, CD.
Me, a Bagana in a race. I will not vote. Yes. Because number one, we vote for the mayor, we put it there. We can't see the party is not to us. They say they real for us. They were coming for us. Kuba was there. Oh, Yama Bologna was getting our 1%. They say the boss coming for us. They thought we can hear again. They say, oh, I'm Robert. They put them on a joy in a community. Then I'm Molu. Why you so kind? Won't keep Kesawa. We will eat it with us. So today, Moruba Molu, you cannot speak on the people that last year to do. When you were not yelling, that was yelling secretly. Everything again. Everything we do again. So today, Moruba Molu, he can't give us. So either we are trying to watch it, yes, he can't wait. For this coming election, Papa, don't let a society. We the grown people, our eyes open. Everybody carry me, a Bagana in a race. I will not vote. Yes. Because number one, we vote for the mayor, we put it there. We can't see the party is not to us. They say they real for us. They were coming for us. Kuba was there. Oh, Yama Bologna was getting our 1%.
Yeah, my friend and brother, it's like our audience, I don't know what happened to them this morning.
They will come as we continue. Hopefully so. Because time day now it will be already to where we usually expect it to be. But every day is not Christmas Day. Anyway.
Yeah.
Life is not one way, it is multiple ways. Anyway, I am doing good and I kind of like excited that at least today, number 4 days of the religious journey, the Ramadan. I can't wait for the 29, 30 days to get away. It is a rewarding month, but it is not easy, to get through. It's not easy. But at least we bless God that we started and we are continuing and everything is going on fine. So I look forward to another fascinating and authentic conversation this morning between us and among us, including our audience. Those that like us and those that don't like us. That's a normal, phenomenon of life. Everybody not going to like us. Everybody not going to take what we say to them. But at the end of the day, we are all talking about getting Liberia a better place. So all of us, those of us that are here and those our Liberian people that are in Liberia, so we can be able to be counted once more like we used to be before the war. It'll be back to you.
Anyway, I am doing fantastic this morning. I'm excited because our audience, when we came out yesterday, we told them that we need their help. At least they were able to chip in. And we still continue the chipping up to today. We were excited that today will be the last day, but the way I'm looking at the percentage of our audience, I think we'll just make tomorrow to be the last day. About our fundraisers, for us to be able to send control to my friend and brother Francis, and for us to have the software that we use, for us to have the software renewed. If the software is renewed for another 1 year, it will take us to 2023 April. It will take us to 2023 April. 2023 April, then we need to renew again. So, what must we do? We are encouraging everybody to chip in. If even at $5 or $10, we appreciate it. Because the thing is, I and my co-host, we have been doing it all by ourselves. We work, we take our resources to invest into the podcast because we believe that it is one way of us contributing to our motherland. So we hope and pray that as you hear this word this morning, that you'll be able to chip in. If that $10, if that $5, be able to chip in so that we can be able to buy what we need to get. It is not easy. It is not easy. It is not easy. So now the platform is yours. It is your responsibility for you to be able to contribute towards the platform upkeeping. I see my sister Ellen Call is saying Baka should pay. Baka will not pay because this thing is not for Baka. The information, Sunday insertion of this talk show, the information that we have been providing, it is not the information for Baka. So it is the information for the Liberian people. So because of that, so we want the Liberian people to take their own control, for the Liberian people to be able to support by themselves. You, Ellen Paul, you, my sister Ellen Paul, you yourself, you need to contribute. Because one way or the other, the talk show, I know you will contribute, and I believe in you that the talk show, that it is a talk show. It is a Liberian People talk show. So you will contribute towards. Yesterday we were able to generate half of the money that we are to generate for the talk show, so that the people cannot kick out of their service. So we were able to generate half of that portion yesterday. So the banner half, for each time that we come on, we'll be able to sing, we'll be able to ask you guys, for you guys to be able to help us. To be able to help us. Yeah. So this morning we are talking about the RI. The RIA Liberia have turned to complete darkness. Somebody, I was looking at Facebook this morning. Somebody said that Liberia is a devil pool. Liberia have turned to devil camp. So the number to contribute on the Cash App is 215-266-6509. Once more, 215-266-6509. That's the number for the Zelle. That's the number for the Cash App. So we are appealing to you for you to be able to help us. This thing we have been doing it for 4 years. Now we have been paying from our pocket. Now it is the time for the Liberian people to take their own initiative for them to be able to, because they platform things that other people don't discuss. That's what we talk about. Things that other people refuse to talk about, other talk show. Things that they refuse to discuss. That's what we discuss. So we are begging you guys this morning for your word of mouth. Please contribute towards the upkeeping of the talk show so that the people cannot be able to kick her out of their service. Back to you.
Yeah, AB, thank you very much for emphasizing the issue of contribution to renew our subscription, software subscription, and also expansions of our control system. I want to add my voice to my host and to also all those people, including myself, that already contributed. I want to say thank you, and thank you plenty. Our people say, the place you take that one from, let God give you more. Anybody that gave is time to receive. But there is a philosophy, okay? Philosophers say any man or any woman that control your belly, control your thinking and your decision. So people talking about Bwaka should pay. Bwaka ain't going to pay. And no politician going to pay. If a politician will pay to appear on the show, maybe doing a campaign for whatever reason, we'll let you know. But we don't want to be compromised. We don't want to change our objective. We don't want to change our tune. Okay? You know some of the big platforms around here, they have been compromised now because they have 4 hours, 30 minutes sit down to talk with President Weah. And some of them got actually PhD. They are professors, some of them. And when they return from Liberia, they never talk the way they used to talk. Even though they were not really talking tough, but even the way they were talking, all has changed. You all know some of the talk shows around. We're not in that business. And that is the reasons why we are coming to you. We are coming to you so you can help continue to keep your own platform. If we start taking money from people, politicians especially, we will have to pay for it. And the way we pay for it, we will change our tones. The way we talk will change. And we don't want to change. We want to speak the truth, the way we receive it, the way we understand it, and you make the decision. And that is the reasons why we are coming to you. So that you too can be part of this process. All of us got different ways to contribute. And just to add to what my host said, the number, the Cash App number, and also Zelle is 215-266-6509. 215-266-6509. When you save that number on your phone, it's going to pop up with Abracat. Don't forget, Abracat. It is not A.B. Kamara. It is not Francis Dunant. It's going to pop up with Abracat. Hit Abracat. A-B-R-A-K-A-R. A-B-R-A-K-A-R. That's the name on this number. 215-266-6509. Better stay. I am reading the comments here. Elizabeth is saying it is giving her a hard time to contribute. Elizabeth, my sister, just dial 266-6509. It's going to pop up with Abraka. If that gives you hard time, send the money to me. My cash out number is 267-648-8012. 267-648-8012. My full name is on my cash app. It is Francis Kangoma Duno. That's my cash app name, okay? Anyway, that's my name, not just for cash app, okay? Francis Kangoma Duno. Again, my number is 267-648-8012. That is only if you are not able to pay on the 215 number. If it is giving you hard time, use my number to send it. Okay, that's the same number I'm using on Zelle as well. All right, so don't forget the 215 carry Abrakat. Okay, Abrakat, don't forget. So now we don't want to change our tunes here. We want to continue to go the way we've been going, because that is the way we all have started this talk show on this platform, and we want to continue that. We don't want people to control us because they give us money. We should be able to be objective as possible as we can. And you know why I wearing black nectar this morning? Darkness exists every part of the world, but the darkness that exists in Liberia is deeper. And now it is creeping on us to a point where I don't know whether Air Morocco will be leaving soon, or maybe Air Brussels, we don't know yet. But Air France already gone, because we don't have light. We even say electricity. Electricity is different from light, my people, or current. Okay? We do not have current at the airport. Liberia only international airport, Rabat International Airport, RRA. So this thing has been in the media, including when President George Weah came from Dubai. He traveled recently, and now it has become an everyday talk, because that's a dangerous behavior. Super, super dangerous, my people. It is like at the hospital, the surgeon is performing surgery on a human being for whatever diagnosis. The surgeon is performing a surgery at a hospital in the operation room, and the lights go off. You think what happened there? You want me to sugarcoat it, or you want me to be diplomatic? The way to say that person will die. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to make it diplomatic. I'm going to be real. That person will die. Death. D-E-A-T-H. Or D-I-E-D. Or D-I-E. Any kind of way you want to take it. They will die. So when we get on the flight from America, from any part of the world, usually, the announcement will come in an hour or two that we're hitting our destination. Either the pilot or the captain of that plane will say it, or maybe flight attendants, based on what I know. If we are hitting our destination and we're hanging over our airport, for example, and no light, and the pilot can't see, you know what that is. You want me to tell you? You know it. So this government, George Weah-led government, continue to bring us down as Liberians, as a country, as a people. This level of ineptitude we have never seen this before. Even somebody who did not see much more, or did not have too much international exposure, As compared to President Weah, I think they're a little bit better. Like the case of Samuel Kayando, for example. He came from the military. I know they use guns to take care of people. I understand that. But when it comes to international exposure, so far, I think George Weah saw a lot of good things, more than any president in our history, prior to becoming president. I know somebody might want to argue with me here, but you know what? Your argument will not hold water. Because you can't even compare Eddie Johnson Sirleaf with George Weah. You cannot compare Charles Sirleaf with George Weah. You cannot compare the late Turbo with George Weah in terms of international exposure. This man was celebrated, so-called celebrated, before he became president. You know how many countries George Weah went to and lived there and saw real life? Yes, I can say, my people. George Weah saw real life. He really enjoyed other people's facilities, other leaders, other governments, other organizations abroad. About 19-22 years. Many of our leaders, when they came to America, and I would say, some of them even go to London before they became president. Like, for example, Tubman. How many countries Tubman went to before he became president? Beside America? Not much. Not much. How can the two most powerful ministers, like the case of Minister McGill, Presidential Affairs Minister, and Minister Tweh, Minister of Finance, Planning and Development, whether they're planning something, whether they're developing, I don't know. We ain't doing nothing. They met with the managing director yesterday, who have said to us, Liberians and the world, that the Ministry of Finance was not releasing money to keep current on at the airport. What? So do we really need to meet with RRA manager to keep the current on at the airport? I don't get it. Should they really meet with him, or they just need to solve the problem? Keep the current on, Minister Tweh. You are the Minister of Finance. Release the money. You don't need to meet with this man. McGill, this is none of your business anyway. The Minister of Finance is beyond political opportunity in our political history. Not just this minister, but all of the ministers of finance, from past government to current. You know why? They get more pay than the president of the Republic of Liberia. I know you will say I'm talking something crazy, right? No, I'm not talking something crazy. Many of us don't know about our country. And that's the reasons why we come here every day and give you some. The one we got. The Minister of Finance serves as the government eye on all the boards of public corporations we call state enterprises. Consists of RRA, Rabat International Airport, Freeport of Monrovia, LPROC, Liberia Broadcasting System, they call it LBS, Forestry Development Corporation, what do you call the other place now? We got LTA, Liberia Telecommunication Corporation. It's a joint Chinese Liberian government venture. LISCA, the people that are responsible for our maritime, and Maritime Authority, Yinimbe. I can't name all yet. And guess what? The president get flat pay. We don't know that pay. I can't tell you that. But every time the board of these corporations, when they sit down, they get paid. And some of them pay at least, not below, at least $5,000 per sitting. I'm not guessing. $5,000 per sitting. Some of them pay $10,000 per sitting. And all of them, I say some, all of them get to sitting at least 2 times a month. Minister of Finance pay not there, yo. As a Minister of Finance, that pay is separate. We don't know it too. Because in Liberia, these are some of the things we're talking about. There is no transparency. Because there is no transparency, there is no open system, and there's no accountability. And these are some of the things we're talking about. Those of us that live in America, you can go on Google and Google your city mayor pay. You will see it. City council member pay, you will see it. Congressional members pay, you will see it. Online, it's posted, and you can literally call somebody to confirm it. But for us, we don't know it. They don't tell us something. What is the pay? That's what they don't say. But why our legislature can publish their pay so we can know? I think they're building their website now, whether they're building now, because they didn't even have a website. Okay? They only vote, they don't take no records on it, because nobody wants to be responsible for what they do. And these are some of the problems. These are some of the problems. So the managing director said we've been making requests to get the money that we contribute towards the budget, to get us some to keep the current on at the RIA, Rabat International Airport. We're not getting it. We're not getting our money to keep the current on. So when plane come in, the pilot will be able to see and be able to land and pick up safely, especially landing. Those of us that work at the airport before, Philadelphia International Airport, and were opportune to talk with some of those pilots that, landing and picking up, those are the most two difficult aspect of getting the plane in the air and bringing the plane down. They said they don't have it. So if we don't have light at our airport, I'm sorry. Most of those airlines will start to get out, like Air France already done, because they partner with Delta. And American people, European people, they don't take insurance lightly. SM Brussels know what they're depending on, because they always been there and they stay there. So we go with that. Okay? So my people, again, don't forget, we want you to contribute to what we told you yesterday, a subscription of our software that we are using, and the expansion of our control system. Again, the numbers are 215-266-6509, a bracket. That's the name on that number. If that one give you hard time, you're not able to pay, send it to my number. Okay?
All right.
My number is 267-648-8012. Francis Kangoma Duno. It'll be back to you.
Okay, let us play you the clip.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the media, of the management, and the board, to sort of get a first-hand understanding of what was happening at the Roberts International Airport. After that, the Minister of State, upon return to the country, was mandated by electricity. So let me first introduce to you the chairman of the board, the Honorable
are looking forward to working, like the minister said.
We've had a lot of press coverage discussing power outages at the airport. Now, especially for most of
the clip there is giving a hard time. It need to be clean one way or the other. That clip is giving a hard time. But like my friend and brother previously said, Liberia is on serious. Liberia is on serious place to be. Very, very unserious. How can you, a certain president, When they go off at the office, we understand that. When they go off at the ECOWAS, people came for meetings. The law went off. To the extent some of our comrades were in elevator, they nearly passed off. That is not concerning to our government. But when let go off at the airport that bring resources to your country, the airport that our friends and brothers life, and then let go off at our airport, then you say, you playing yang way. There is nothing that Josh Manawia have to prove to our Liberian populations that he is incompetent, that this guy is a dufu, that this guy, it is not as serious how people thought he was going to be. When I started the podcast, I make it at my first statement. I said Josh Manawia is a greatest message that the Liberian people have ever made. When the guy went to the XKD, people died. But that was not concerning to the populations. All they wanted to see Josh Manawia. As soon as the mayor gave that speech, Liberians will not be spectators in their own economy. I said, so help me God. That was the time that I knew that this guy was nothing but a fufudufu. That was the time that I knew that Josh Manawia was like a toothless bulldog. That was the time that I knew that Josh Manawia is not competent enough. Because after that speech, when I saw the mayor appointing Nathaniel McGill, when I saw Nathaniel McGill, people were paying money to him. People were paying money to Nathaniel McGill for that to get positions. People were, Nathaniel McGill was not sleeping at a one-bedroom apartment that he had on Oro. Nathaniel McGill was stopping in a hotel. Nathaniel McGill was stopping in a hotel. Now, so people used to go there to give him money. When I saw the mayor appointed Samuel Tweh, I said this country is ready for disaster. It is strange to many of you guys, but it's not strange to me. It is not, because I know. But it is only people who don't have like minds will sit down. But my brothers and sisters who are in soup, they understand the soup cadre training classes. They understand it. My own friend and brother Francis Kanguma Dono, he understands the cadre training classes. But when people put their ballets in a wheelbarrow, that's why Nathaniel McGill, the mayor in less than 6 months, the mayor got looking at tufu. For the mayor to wear muscle on t-shirt, you gotta force on him. And then people are taking that to be something. Samuel Tweh, who was slain, Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, the man's stomach looking at. The man's stomach looking at like one something. Why I don't know.
You go swallow a lot of dumba and fufu and soup. Eat a lot.
The men that they have, stealing have become the norms of our country. Stealing have become the norms. They are all raw. They are all criminals. And that's the reason why when I was saying these things, the incompetent governments, they can't talk about they wanted to arrest me. They want for the USA government to send me back. Are you really serious? People are dying in the country day by day. People are dying. People are dying. You have to say. Anyway, let's take first caller. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, Avi. Good morning, Francis. How you all doing?
Yeah, we're
doing good.
Yeah, this is Pastor Mo. I'm driving and I'm watching, listening. But I want to tell you and Francis, thank you for transferring to the morning. And I know many people in Liberia are able to listen to you during this morning hour. But I want to be grateful to God for you all and those that continue to help to support this program. And I want to encourage you to continue to speak, because if we don't speak, we'll allow the wrong to take place in Liberia. And at the end of the day, we Liberians, we're going to be the victim for the second time or for the third time, because what we're looking at now, this is Ellen Johnson government transformed to the CDC, still in power. But speaking on the RIA, why the RIA managing director was not part of the press conference when the whole lie is being flashed at the RIA? Why is it the managing director of the RIA was not in the press conference? It tells us that these people that are running the country, they are incompetent. They are not complacent. If we talk about complacency, that means I'm satisfied with a position and nobody can move me. No, they are incompetent. And these incompetent people, from the president to the lowest man in the government, they are incompetent. These people just took power to rig from the country. These people took power to make the people more poorer. That's all they took power for. They took power because, remember this, when Joe Howard Taylor went to Bum County, she spoke. She said, if nobody will flow us the CDC, just consider yourself out. She did not want to stop there. This is what she said. She said, this is our own time. Our own time to eat. So the other time finished, so you have to live with us. But something is so interesting with all of the ills that is going on in society, what is going on in society. But Joanne Howard Taylor is on Instagram and she posting picture every day of her traveling, posting picture every day of she and her family. Only yesterday that I saw she posted a newspaper that she blaming the parents for parenting their kids. You cannot blame the parents. The Liberian people made a mistake to vote a warlord wife into power. The Liberian people made a mistake to vote a warlord wife. Charles Taylor that caused mayhem on the Liberian people. Charles Taylor that used soldier that open pregnant women's stomach. Charles Taylor that used soldier to rape children, that rape underage. Charles Taylor used Charles soldier. Don't you think Joanne Howard Taylor is guilty by her association? She is guilty by her association. What did she do when Charles Taylor was president? Liberian people made a greater mistake, because the first mistake they made, they cursed themselves. You kill my mom, you kill my pa, I will vote for you. and they did vote for him. They came out and said, you bring war, we'll vote for you. And they voted for Ellen. They came back again and said, you know book, we'll vote for you. But what they failed to know, that Joe Taylor was with Charles Taylor when he was behind the line, when he was using 8 years old child as a child soldier, when they were molesting young girls back there. She was with Charles Taylor. Didn't we make a mistake to make her president? The judge we have ever brought the war crime code, he can't bring the war crime code. He will never ever bring the war crime code. You know why? Because he supported a warring faction. His hands are not clean. He was never clean. So nobody should come now to the Liberian People and say, I am clean, vote for me. No, let us test them. Let us evaluate them. Let us look at their past character. Where were they working? What kind of work they were doing? Who were they associated with? Because by right, we are guilty by our association. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You know, Francis, look, Liberia is a place, I continue to say, and then you sometimes disagree with me, but Liberia is a place, oh. Liberia is not a country. It's not a country. Liberia is a place. I cannot imagine that our Liberian people will go to that extent to say you came apart, you came a man. To say whether you know but you don't know, but I will vote for you. Something is wrong somewhere. And until we Liberians, we can be able to clear our eyes, to take the bull by the horn, Liberia will continue to remain where it is. Liberia, sometimes when I sit down, I think that I say, well, it's like our country is cursed. Sometimes when I sit down, I said, no. It's that it is not our leaders. It is we ourselves. Because when our leaders prove that incompetence, instead of us taking the drastic actions, we don't do that. The people of Burkina Faso. Let me take a call from Liberia. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hello.
Yes.
I'm great. I'm Timothy Smith calling from Grand Bassa County.
Timothy, go ahead.
You know, I just want to tell you thank you for the show. You know what I'm saying? And that as always say this on people's show, we the Liberian voter, we are the problem of what we're going through today. Because we put the people in power. But end of the day, they neglect us and they enrich themselves. So see Madam Celine talking about electricity in the country, where Grant is sitting on when she supported Charles with $10,000 US. When they do that, they had you. So what Grant, she was staying on the tail of electricity, and she played one of the key roles to put the government in power. So today, I'm so happy when you show how to discuss it about issue, but we the Liberian voter now, we the cause. That's why we are focused on Grant, educating each other. AD, we take the responsibility to educate our friends, our brothers, to look, let us put Liberia into first. Because look at the people that we get state power to. Our level improving. We implore them. But the lawmaker will sit there and take $10,000 US and look at our life. So none of the children suffering.
Said 30,000. You said 10,000.
Yeah, 15,000, 30,000. And no, they take the money every time they put in the budget. But look at the children. None of the children suffering. The Euro children, the Denon children, the Black children. None of them suffering. But we the elected in the country, we the ones suffering. So if you 2023, maybe about something that will focus to do everything in our power as Liberians to remove the government through the ballot box. And we focus, we'll do that because our country now, every time we work on the money, people worrying. Hey, my people, we body will find again. We are living in fear. We have our own carefree in Monrovia right now, Ebi. You cannot be on the street when after 2-3 people ready to go home. Can you imagine in the net, we're setting our whole net to protect our home. So what's wrong with the government that Eddie Johnson said he was promoting in a few days? What's wrong with our legacy? So Eddie Johnson said it's a disgrace, it's an embarrassment. And when it comes to the first lady, the vice president of the country, it's not surprising to me. She said that her time to eat. If you not join the CDC, they cannot get you a job. How can two can move together when I agree? She told us, right? So the people there, they are embarrassment. And thank you for having this type of show that we will be on it and telling about people with the cause. And let me tell you something. I support the Liberians that are around the world are supporting us back home. But you have to support us when we're doing the wrong thing. We cannot be voting wrongly and we put the blame on you to pay our children's school fees or pay house rent. We can't be doing the bad thing in Liberia and we complain all day, oh, and now you're saying in the villages, oh, hey, you have to pay my children's school fee. No. You cannot be saying that whole day over there working yourself hours and hours and hours and be working. And can't tell you are pushing cartoon to pay our school fees, to pay our house rent, to pay hospital bill. If they vote the government, they should call your communication with Liberia. Because the government won. Hey, President, we have said, yeah, good for you, go vote for him. Now we're telling people on ground. But we, the Liberian voters, the responsibility lies on our hands. Let's look at what happened today. We were going in our country, we don't even have plans in their factory. When we were with Madam Cerise, when she was here, she supported war. What she did with the mansion, she pointed. She said you are drinking garden. Today she took her son, she took responsibility of her son. No car. She took responsibility. She signed all this. She signed concession agreement. Through all her 12 years, we saw bottle shopper. Anything we're stupid in the country. We're not stupid. We may not be educated. We are focused. So thank you, AB. We are watching your show and thank you so much for your show. But we Liberian in Liberia right now, the problem lies on our shoulder, AB. And I promise you, with the God we serve, we'll do everything to reach our brothers and sisters to encourage them to go to the pool. If you think things hard on you, go and vote. Don't stay home.
It's not only 2023. I will be in LIB. I will be running campaign. I will be there to sensitize our brothers and sisters. I will not just sit in the United States here. I will come
and AB, excuse me, before I go, I want to say something on your show, AB, and it's very serious. We are not supporting Joseph Nima Braka to protect corrupt government officials.
No.
We are not supporting Joseph Nima Braka to protect war law. Liberians need protection. Our nation need protection. So Joseph Boga should understand, because every villages we go to, every county we go to, the question we will carry is Boga. And I can hear the people saying that, but you should be responsible that we, the Liberian people, need protection. Because Joseph Boga said we should gain that opportunity. Liberians need protection. Our country is not safe. Our constitution is not respected by our own leaders. Today, look at the Supreme Court. So Joseph Boga should understand we are not putting him power today to protect him. Corrupt government official, we need accountability. We need a rule of law. We need justice and accountability. Our country is governed by law. So you cannot have a bunch of people that will sit there and they respect the law. And every time when government officials leave, the other people come in power to protect each other. Our nation needs protection. Our villages, Monrovia is not Liberia. 14 counties for them for the president. So people in the rural area, we from the villages, we need protection. You can take our law, you don't give us education. You can take our diamond and our gold, you don't give us a hospital, you don't give us good road, you don't give us running water. So we want to be educated for our resources. You can come to the villages. You take the law, you take the diamond, you take the iron ore. What are you giving us in return? What are you giving us from the villages? Because everything you're taking from the villages, they belong to us. When they say the country is rich, it's not in the capital building, it's not with the president's best friend. It's in the rural area. So thank you, AB. Thank you for your show.
Thank you. That was really good. I mean, people are now concerned in the rural areas. People are becoming to be concerned. You know, for us, I am not telling you vote for this, vote for that. I will tell you vote your conscience. But 2023, so help me God. Back to you, Francis.
All right, folks, you know, the caller that just left the line, those are the callers we want to hear from more, because he's on the ground. He knows exactly what is going on. So, but we too, we cannot continue doing this if we don't support us to extend our software subscription. Don't forget, we need to expand our authority in terms of control. The numbers are 215-266-6509. That's a Cash App number. The name on that Cash App number is Abracat. Do your widow bite. We're not asking you to empty your wallet or your purse. Just give us small things so we can do what we need to do to continue to come live to give you the information we gather for our people, okay? All it is about the forward march of our country. Liberia is a better place, but not under this regime and other regimes that existed. Ellen is a disaster. But let me tell you something. When George Weah took the mantle of authority of our country, he's on records. George Weah said to Liberians in Liberia and Liberians outside Liberia and the world, his first responsibility is going to be to protect Eddie Johnson Sirleaf. Okay? That's going to be his first protection, his first responsibility, excuse me. He said that to us because besides the Liberian people voting for him on the basis of political fair play or fair penalty, runoff is a political fair penalty, my people. Those of you that follow football or those of you that follow soccer, when two teams play, they are 90 minutes, nobody wins. They get an extra 15 minutes, nobody win the game, and somebody must win. They go to fair penalty. You kick a kick. When I score more goals on you and you don't score more, I win you. So winning a runoff election in any country does not make you a formidable party. But the seditions in power right now, they do not understand that. That is the reasons why you heard my friend and brother, the chairman of CDC, Moba Moru, saying that it was 1 to 10. But this 1 to 10, he said they're going to defeat Dillon. They're going to do that. They're going to smash him. But in real time, Dillon defeated him 2 times. What the tough talk is about, you get nothing. And many people are saying because of the division inside the CPP, will make Liberian people not to vote. We will encourage them to vote. CPP never existed before. CPP was not existing when Bwaka came second. That's another issue right there. CPP would have been a formidable force to be where one man getting out and his criminal cartel. But if the CPP doesn't hold my people, human being is not a corn that we can pinch and look into them. The way we do that, we elect individuals of our choice, both on the presidential side and the representative side, the senators. We select them, okay, at the ballot box. Don't worry about CPP existing. Do not worry about that. What we should worry about, we should go to the pool and remove the people that we already know. The people that we already know that they are incompetent, they are a bunch of criminals looting our country. It is George Weah and the last assistant minister down there. We already know them. We already know them. We already know Ellen Johnson. How can somebody say, y'all break down the mansion, I will build it back? Just because one person was in there that was causing trouble. Okay? We understand those were actually causing trouble. Yeah, we gave Ellen Johnson the opportunity for 12 years. Then she talking about electricity today. When she was there, she said small light today, big light tomorrow. The entire 12 years, we didn't see the big light. The small light that was there, the people that come, Jawea people, they want just made that vanish. But again, my people, like the caller from Riverside or Grand Pastor County said it, wow. Now, we surrender our political rights to them for 6 years. That 6 years is about to get done. In the 5th year of the term we gave them, we'll be voting again, October, almost the end of the year. That's another time that we're going to have opportunity to change our story. To change our Liberian story. And if you stay home, you're giving them the opportunity to go to fair penalty. And you don't want fair penalty because fair penalty has too much uncertainty. Do not stay home to create runoff election. They're going to enter our coffer and give it to you. You vote for them. Then they use that same power to abuse you. That's what they're going to do. And all what we are doing here is to give you the opportunity, the information, the direction to vote them out. V-O-U-T, capital V-O-T-E. Vote them out. That will be the slogan. We have to change. We got no more choice to say we are not going to vote. 2023, vote George, we are from bottom up, from up down. The president for you're voting out. That's the way forward for Liberia. Let's try another person until we can get somebody at that executive mansion that will say enough is enough. Liberia and Liberians must survive. They must enjoy their God-given benefits under the ground. We must continue to vote. You can't get tired. The America we're sitting today are always making comparison to this country because I'm here not talking plenty. I'm here talking plenty. You see, I'm pushing cartoon, but I'm making you to continue to survive. God voice. Okay? When I come to Liberia, I'm given the opportunity, I don't do better. Let me start with myself. Thank God, I'm already a public person in my own weak way. Call me out. If I don't take the right decision, call me out. But we Liberians, we need to stop. We need to totally stop rewarding bad people with political office. You see, Saladin, in the midst of common joy, in the midst of all the warring factions, the Salonians told them, after the war, you guys will be prosecuted. And they did just that. Show me one rebel leader in Saladin that they stay alive. They didn't really put them on firing squad. But the prosecution, backed by the United Nations, got some of them frustrated and they died on their own. Sam Bakari was killed by Chancellor in Liberia, hoping that that could destroy the information with regard to his own arrest. We need to stop rewarding the issue of educated people damage Liberia. It is not true. How much education Tottenham had? How much education Barclay had? How much education J.J. Roberts had, the first president of Liberia? You tell me the history. You go back to your history and read about these people. The most educated government that we ever had in our Liberian political history was Toba government. Majority of the guys had PhD and they were doing actually well. You said to the world, you came my man, you came my pa, I will vote for you. And you did just that. And you saw the reward out of that. You said to the world, country woman born soldier, Congo woman born role. You saw the exact result. Then you come to Ellen and George Weah and the rest of the guy. You know book, your country dirty. You know book, you don't know book, we will vote for you. Now you are living with it. And this is the reasons why I'm always referencing philosophers, political philosophers, human philosophers, scientific philosophers. Newton tell law of motion. I still remember my elementary stuff, general science. Every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction to whatever we do. In our individual life, family, public, and whatever you call it, even at the level of the government. You said just we have people don't know book, you will vote for them, and you did just that. And you're getting the result out of it. George Weah and his political cartel, criminal cartel, they are using our state resources to abuse you every single day because you gave them political authority. And you are the only one beside our God in heaven that can take that political authority from them at the border box. And you know how you do it? Come out in your majority. 2023 October. Vote them out. V-O-T-E-O-U-T. Out. Vote them out. That should be our single most campaign message to our people. From door to door, village to village, home to home, and street to street. They prepared Ellen Johnson Sirleaf casket when she was alive. They were not having honeymoon with Ellen. Now they're having honeymoon with Ellen. They have honeymoon with Ellen to get them power. That's why Ellen Johnson Sirleaf went to Jefferson Koji's office. According to her, she went there to support him. But this is a young person that described Ellen Johnson Sirleaf under clothes, I think, more than 1 billion times. He and Mamba Moro and the rest of the guys are colors gray. We wear the military fatigue to go to Capitol building. The Liberian people gave them material authority not to stir the affairs of our state. They are looting our resources. And they are using the very resources to abuse us too. And you talking about you will die with it? Okay. All Liberians need to do is to ask yourself, how was your life the last 4 years and what is your living condition today? That's a question you need to ask yourself. You need to do your individual SWOT analysis. Your individual SWOT analysis. Your strength, your weaknesses, the threat ahead of you, and the opportunity with that threat. That's SWOT analysis. You can do it. Your own individual SWOT analysis. Organization can do it too, and government is supposed to do it. All of us human beings, we need to know our own strength. We need to know our weaknesses, opportunity, and the threat that lie ahead of us. And when you get to know your own individual SWOT analysis, then you will get to understand how you behave. But on the basis of our political history, our national life, for the last 30 years plus, Liberians have been rewarding bad people with political offices. And that is the reasons why we are talking what we are talking. People like Ellen Johnson said they should not have no political space in our country. But we give it to her. People like Charles Taylor should not even have the smells of the executive marshal. But we give it to him. People like George Weah that refuse to attain educational opportunity to be a better person than he is, or he was before we gave him the presidency, he should have not even have any opportunity to go closer to our doorstep in terms of the executive marshal. My people, this is not jealousy. Let me just get that out of the box. This is reality. This is reality. And until we can get to understand our situation from yesterday to today, our problems in Liberia, and not only that it's going to remain as it is, it's going to be worse. Congolans say worse. Liberian people say worse. So we need to start doing our own SWOT analysis before hitting the door, 2023 October. We need to go to the pool in our majority than ever before. You know the reason why Ellen Johnson is living in Liberia is because George Weah is president. Yeah. Why George Weah decided to keep certain officials from Ellen Johnson Sirleaf government? Because they agreed to it behind closed door. They agreed to Samuka staying on, but Samuka should go to CDC, and Samuka refused. So Samuka got to lose his seat. And they come up with kangaroo presidential pardon. That take power from him. If we give full-scale presidential pardon, then he will get his power. So let's make it let's give it partial presidential pardon, which actually does not happen in any part of the world. But Liberia is its own continent on the continent of Africa. Liberia is a continent. The way we do things. Everything is politics. Health is politics. Education is politics. Development is politics. Our eating, even swallowing dombo and swallowing fufu is politics. That is how we define ourselves. And that is the fundamental reasons why we are the way we are. This is not tough talk. It is truth talk. Party chairman say they are 10-1, but they beat them multiple times.
You know, this thing is very simple. It's very simple that a layman can understand. If the man own party chairman can come out to say the man got to sleep with his girlfriend before he gave you power. The man got to be sleeping with his girlfriend. The man, when you go abroad to go beg for money on behalf of the country, the man can take it, you put it in your own account. That the man own party chairman saying that. Not me saying it. But 2023 is coming. 2023 is coming. It's not going to be far. No, the term was 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
Now it just means 1 year.
Less than 2 years.
It's less than 1 year. Less than 2 years. All we can say is that we know that we are doing good because from what we can see and what we can hear, we know that we are doing good. Just stand with us. If not 2023, me and my calls will be in LRB. Or one person will be here, then I'll be in LRB, or he be in LRB, or I'll be here. Or both of us go to LRB. We just need your support. We almost there. We almost there. We almost there. You know, one of the things that my brother Avin said to me, and I agree with him. Avin said, Josh Manawia and my brother and us will have the same story. But you know what? This man, he is a fool. The president, he is a fool. The man who worked for 80-some million, coming to the presidency, the man only have 20,000 in your account. How I managed to know? Because you can declare a neck. That's how I managed to know. That Josh Manawia, upon he going to the Senate, he have only 20,000. To the extent that man could not even buy his own car to ride to go to work. It was Eddie Melvin Snow who have to give him borrowing a car. So like we are saying, please support us. Let us be able to send control to Francis. Let us be able to renew our software. Our software, to renew it, let us be able to do it. We are begging you people to please, if they're $20, if they're $25, if they're $10, if they're $5, if they're $50, please help us. Because when we go off the air, I don't want you people calling me to be asking me when you guys coming on. Because we are the only talk show that say the damn truth. Because we're not taking bribery from the government. We are now on the opposition side. We are just in the middle. So anyone make mistake will come and tell you just how the mistake is done. That's the reason why our talk show have grown up to now. And we are asking you, please help us for us to be able to make that purchase today or tomorrow. Because the 9th, our subscription will be expired. We need to subscribe again. So please, please help us. Our number to cash up us is 215-266-6509. 215-266-6509. The reason why we decided to do it this way, so that where your money is, that way you can put your mouth. If you don't have it, understand. But where your money is, that way you put your mouth. Give us that and see what we will do. I am working. Me and Francis were working. Also, you want for us to take our family money. We'll bring it on the talk show. We have been doing it 4 years. And I satisfactory to you. You that asked me that question, you see the one I'm referring to. And that's satisfactory to you. So you want for us to continue. You want for us to continue. You think who paid these cell phone bills? You think who?
But AB, I'm not even cutting you off. I just got a new headphone, right? This is it. I was not able to get it connected. This is it. This is my family money from my job, okay? We ain't forcing you to do anything for us. We're just asking you as our regular followers that benefit from this program or this platform. What I'm talking on right now, this is a JBL. You know how much for this? You can look it or go on Amazon. It's about $300, okay? The iMac that I'm using, AB using the iMac, using the microphone, using the cell phone. We pay for this. We didn't ask you to give us anything because you are not the one that told us to do what we are doing. It is our own commitment, our own passion to our country as a patriotic citizen. So we're already using our family money anyway. And the reasons why we continue to go to work, we know some platform here in America, they don't go to work. They sit down and say what they get to say because they get bribed by the government. We know it. They give them money to say what they say. We are not accepting any money from any politician to direct our way of talking. And that is the reasons why we're coming to you. We might not be big, we might not be among the number, but what we say here, we got over 152,000 on one of our podcasts that we carry live on Princess Cooper. You can actually go online on our YouTube, and in fact, subscribe to our YouTube channel too, not just Facebook, so that you will get to understand the substance, the accuracy in our podcast. Okay? So we're not really forcing you to do what you are not comfortable doing. But the fact that you even come under our live view to say what you want to say, you are also benefiting. So we need your weight of might, my friend. Okay? We need your weight of might. We have been using our family money. We still continue to use that. There's a cell phone I'm using here by myself just to be able to, So just so you know, somebody says something here. Nora, right? Nora, just to make the record straight, Samuel Kenyon Doe is not different Doe, not D-O-O-R, it's D-O-E. Former President Samuel Kenyon Doe caused lot of problems for our country. Lot of problems for our country. And let me tell you something, people that do sociology, they will tell you. Samuel Kenyon Doe pushed our country to the last button. And you know who Charles Taylor and Eddie then used? The people that felt disenchanted. Liberians. Okay? They felt disenchanted. They were excommunicated. The government, under the voice of Samuel Kenyon Doe, promised them that they will not exist as long as he remained president. You remember Nimba Ray? Go back to history. Forget about 1990. But go to those things that happened during Samuel Kenyon Doe regime that led to the war. We don't want to go to history this morning, okay? Let's leave it like that. But I just want to let you know it is not D-O-O-R, it's D-O-E. And the full name is former president of Liberia, one of America's best Danny president in our Liberian history.
Okay.
He received the highest amount of funding from the United States. You can look it up. Go on the CIA website, the Treasury website, you will see it there. And Liberia still remain the way it is. Okay? That's just for you. And those people that doubted the history, go and check it out. Forget about 1990. Forget about 1990. Liberian people, we don't look at where we sleep, but we look at where we fall. And that's wrong. Okay? So again, AB, give me a few seconds, please. Don't forget, the KMC, we are right here. Kangoma Multi-Services Consulting. A lot of people been calling me, my people. Let me come real simple and slow. We do not have basket of American visa sitting under my decks. We don't have it. Okay? We are simply an agency that will help you do your paperwork where you will pay us. But the reason we're using the adjective help or the verb, excuse me, is because you pay a nominal amount for our fees beside the government money that you're supposed to pay. If you went to lawyer, probably it would be 10 times of what we charge you to pay. That's why we're using the verb help. Okay? So it is not that we get American visa in the basket under our decks. No. This is an agency or middleman kind of stuff or messenger service. If you get your fiancé here, for example, your boyfriend, or you get your boyfriend in Liberia or other part of the world, all right? This time I'm going to be giving the information here a little bit so you can't call me and we keep talking. I got to be on my regular clock, okay? This clock is a nationalistic clock. Me too. I love Liberia. That's why I'm here, okay? I don't get paid for that. It will get good government in Liberia, then we'll stop sending too much money to our people, okay? That's the reason I'm here. I don't get anything out of that. I get something when I go crack, okay? So, the first requirement for fiancé visa, whether you man or you woman, my people, you're listening to me, please. You must be a U.S. citizen, number one. Number two requirement is you must, I'm saying must, it's not me, okay? Have gone to visit your friend, your fiancé, in whatever part of the world. It could be Liberia, it could be South Korea, it could be North Korea, it could be Dubai. You visited them and you got at least 2 passport size pictures. One for you, the person and one for you. And you can prove that you went there. And the way to prove that is simple. You get flight tickets or boarding pass. You also get a stamp, immigration stamp in your passport, whatever country you travel to. Seeing on arrival, seeing on departure. So that's the proof. Those are the 2 major, in fact, 3 major requirements for fiancé visa for your boyfriend to send for you, and we will do that paperwork if you're not able to do it. Okay? The phone consultation, I've been talking a lot, just make you understand a lot. And I said it is free. Maybe people are using that now, but I'm going to limit it to maximum 10 minutes. I got to give it to you here. Please listen and listen well. Maximum 10 minutes we'll talk. You want to talk more than that, then probably we got to do something different. Because I'm taking too much time to talk to you guys, okay? That fiancé visa. You want to file for your child or children, parents, you want to file for husband or wife. For those of you that are in that category, that form is called I-130. If you want to go to lawyer, you will pay 10 times the price that we charge. The form is already got money attached to it at the level of the U.S. government here, okay? Our service fee, our messenger service, you got to pay for that. Nominal amount, meaning small amount, very small amount we are charging if you compare us to lawyers. We are not lawyers, we are just paralegal, professional preparer. And immigration actually has space for that. So we're not doing it out of the blue sky. They also have space for interpreter. We're not doing interpreting because we're not French people. And we're not dealing with French people. If you can't understand English to sign my paperwork, I will not do it for you. Okay? No, I don't. And I have to check the necessary boxes. Okay? So the requirement for that, for filing for your loved one like children, husband, and wife, you got to have a green card, my people. Only green card required. If you don't have green card, we can't deal with that. No, we can't deal with it. If you are on work permit, we cannot deal with that. American immigration law says we can't deal with that. You got to be permanent resident before you can file for your children, adopted children, your husband, or your wife. That is that. If you are a U.S. citizen, then you can file for your mom and your pa. That's the requirement for it. Don't call me you on green card, you want to file for your mom. No. It's not working. That's not me. The government says so. I want to be very slow and very simple so that folks, you can understand it. I respect everybody, but I want us to reduce the full-time conversation. It's been a little too much. Let me be honest with you. On the issue of not contested divorce or mutual consent, and you can't see your partner, you're not talking, you ain't even know where they are, whether that woman, whether that man, don't call me on that one. You got to go to lawyer. Go to family lawyer. Don't call me on that one. If you and your partner, y'all share the same phone, y'all share phone numbers, and you're talking to each other, and both of you waiting to do the paperwork to sign, I will stand in the middle and prepare the paper for you. You want me to notary public and sign it. If you're not in that category, that one that contested, that wahala inside it. I got it, AB, but give me small time, please, Mr. CEO. Let me talk to my people. That one, wahala inside that one. We can't handle that one. I want no trouble, yeah, my people. Okay? So, that's that. The other thing is life insurance. It is important. We get insurance for our cars, but we don't have insurance for ourselves. We say that dead body insurance is not dead body, it is living body insurance. It's someone other get children. Life is never guaranteed. We're serving our own God, whatever fit you prefer. But this America here, you either live in the system or the system live in you. Just like the people that refuse to change, right? If you do not change, and change becomes imminent, change will change you. When you fall down, my people, life insurance got something they call income protection. Your partner making 50,000, making 50,000. Astaghfirullah, we the Muslim people will say so. The Nigerian people say abomination. But not really astaghfirullah, not really abomination. It will happen, but we don't know when. That man or that woman that bring you 50,000, they fall down. They're not waking up again. They're gone. That children there, one partner left, or maybe the woman, or maybe the man. You know what kind of struggle is that? If you get $100,000 policy, death benefit, or $250,000 death benefit, my people, that money can help you to pick up again. And those of us who are investment students, I've not yet graduated from that. When I graduate, I will tell you on this platform. If you pour that into mutual investment, you don't have to go to work. You can live on the profit. And you don't got to look for childcare. You don't have to look for nothing. You can literally stay home and take your children to work, to school, and come back home and just sleep. And you still be good. And I don't blame you. Many of our people don't have the information the way I'm giving it. You don't have the information, but it is good. American people prepare for burial, everything they prepare for it. While they are living and they are working. We need to live like that too, because we live in this particular place now. So my people, I want to say your thank you plenty. All of you that are calling me. Some of you told me something and do it here. In this public manner, let me tell you something. You're sorry. We will get it done. We got to do this. We got to crack in. We got to do other family stuff. I'm not reneging on it, but I got to get the necessary information to be able to call you back and give it to you, or maybe to be able to do your paperwork. Okay? The other small thing I'm not putting that one there. AB, I want to say thank you plenty for allowing me to talk to my people in this manner. And I want to say thank you to our followers. To our followers, our audience. Don't forget, support us so that all of us can support Mama Liberia. Don't forget, our Cash App number for this software subscription extension and our control expansion, please send your widow mind to 215-266-6509. 215-266-6509. It'll be back to you. Thank you very much.
IVP and can be on this one. You see me dancing, so what? You see me jubilating, so what?
So that I will let to leave you here.
AB, sorry, my brother. I forgot to call the number. All the plenty talking and talk. I forgot to call the KMC number. All right, folks. The KMC numbers are Kangoma Multi-Services Consulting. All right. The numbers are 701-330-4693. 701-330-4693. Our WhatsApp number is 267-648-8012. 267-648-8012. That number is also part of the bigger number, but just like you can get me on WhatsApp on that. The 701 number, you can get me on WhatsApp on that. You can call me on either number. You know you will get me. So, immigration issue, mutual concern or not contested divorce, life insurance, auto insurance referral, give me a call. Let us have a conversation. Maybe you didn't have any much information clearer that I'm doing now, but now you have it, and we'll continue to do this. Once our golfers and my CEO, Abraka, gave me the
You see me celebrating, so what? You see me laughing, so what?
So that I will let to leave you here. I will let to say that. You know, my friend and brother, Alvin P, future Calvin Adam, Ambassador Calvin Adam. You can go on YouTube to go and subscribe to that beautiful music. But what much we do, we'll be here tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye for now.
That blessing got me dancing. That favor got me jubilating. No sickness, no poverty. Glory to glory. Come and see. You don't know my story. You see. You don't know my story. Your time.